how then do you measure because I mean I post Facebook ads for my business page or just in college for a class for practice. How the professor was like, try to get the most engagements or clicks. Like what is the best measurement? Because I feel like it's an industry where just based on the data that Twitter, Facebook, Instagram gives back to you, it's like what's impressions, right? Like this many people saw you, but I feel like it's deeper than that. So how do you measure? Because like you said, they can see it, but does that transition to a sale? Do they buy into your brand then?
Right.
What measurements do you look at?
Yeah, and so especially from a digital advertising standpoint, we look at it a lot differently than most of the people.
Okay.
Most digital advertisers, shouldn't say most, a lot of digital advertisers look at it and just say, what is that click-through rate? So how many people saw it versus how many people actually clicked on the ad to go where we wanted them to go.
To the landing page.
To a landing page, or the website, or wherever we decided that was right to send them. What is that percentage of people? And that's really where they hang their hat and say, we did our job. We got the click-through. We got 1,000 people to your website this month from our ad. We did great. We did our part. And where I look at that and say, okay, that's step one in our mind. Like, great. You need people to respond to the ad and click the ad because that's the goal of what the advertising is.
Sure.
But where did you send them once they clicked the ad? Did they go to a random page on the website? Did they go just to the home page and had to go to wherever they wanted to go from there? Well, you should really think through that customer journey to the point of saying, where do they go? If I'm selling them an ad on this, what page makes the most sense for them to land on?
The most relevant.
Because you've already got them interested in a topic, and now you need to serve them more information on that topic to continue to push them down funnel.
Yeah, because in the ad, there's no way to sell the whole product.
Exactly.
It's just a clicker, right?
Yep.
To get them to drive them to the bulk of information.
Exactly. So then you get them to the website, and that's where your website analytics then take over. Because now Facebook can't really see. You can through some pixel and some of that sort of measurement stuff.
Sure.
But most everyday consumers not going to have that installed anyway.
Yeah.
So that's when but your website analytics then come over to say, okay, how many people actually got to that web page that I'm landing them on? Because that number won't equal the number that Facebook tells you that it does. And that's not necessarily Facebook lying to you or overcharging it. It's called, a lot of times it's called a phantom click. So have you ever been scrolling through your phone on Facebook and you accidentally hover too long and click that, and then you get out right away because you didn't mean to click it?
Okay.
You still get charged for that click because they technically clicked your ad, but they didn't do any activity to where you were actually trying to get them to.
I see.
So you still pay for that click because it's just part of
the algorithm,
the platform. Yeah. So there's a certain percentage of those that just happen, and there's no way to prevent them. It is what it is. Yeah. So then you watch what is your actual people get to the page. Then we'll look at how long were they on the page. So did they just get on for 4 seconds and then leave? Well, that's not really valuable traffic because they didn't have any time to read what was actually on the page.
True.
Did they click on anything on the page? Did they visit multiple pages on the site? We'll look at all sorts of different stuff to figure out, are we converting appropriately for the traffic that's coming through? And if not, we'll find out where the hole is, where is it falling down, and then we'll address that. And then we'll keep watching it to make sure that, okay, we know step 1 through 3 are solid. Now let's look, why are we falling short on step 4? How do we address that? How do we increase that conversion from there?
Interesting.
And so it's just a different way to look through it full circle and really think through the whole customer journey, not just how do I get people to click the ad, which is an important part of the process.
Right.
But it's not the only part of the process.
I like how you said that's just the first step. Because it really is. Because that's not the goal. The goal is to get people to download your free ebook or sign up for your newsletter, right?
Get the email address. I mean, that's really, at the end of the day, what most of that digital advertising is for is to get the email address, which in our mind is an actual transaction from that customer. It's not a dollar transaction, but I'm asking you to give me your email address knowing that I'm going to market to you afterwards.
Sure.
So you have to see enough value in what we're providing from the digital side, from the free ebook, from whatever it is, to say, yes, I know I'm going to get marketed to afterwards, but I want this. I understand that this is what I could potentially need, so I'm willing to give you my email address to have that. And so it's really about creating that value through the whole process. And if you just send them to your homepage after they click the ad, you're losing the opportunity to actually convert more than what you're doing right now.
Makes sense.
Only problem is I've never been a speaker. My thoughts buried deep, pack heat in my core. So much pressure on myself, I'm about to explode. Erupt